I didn't get nothing. Oh, you're in Vancouver. That's right. Well, in up
Amber
west,
alert.
out west.
Amber alert issued by Calgary Police Service on January 12th.
Uh, you got to be careful with those police
Emergency
alert.
alert. Alert.
What's it saying, Rage?
It's a missing child in Calgary.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. We have Rage in the Cage here. He's in Alberta. Pierre is in Quebec. And Gadget Mobile, she is local to me. She is my dad's wife. And we are traveling, Pierre, Gadget, and I. Tomorrow, we are going to Ottawa.
Yeah.
So we're just going to be talking about last minute preparedness stuff and what our current plans are going to be for tomorrow. Because originally we were going to meet up and take a route. We were going to divert from the convoy and go into Quebec and go and meet up with Pierre and leave our vehicle in Quebec and then go across with Pierre. So that has changed. We are sticking with the convoy, Gidget and I, and Pierre is going to meet us at the hotel in Ottawa. So this is the new plan. I know, Rage, you and I talked about this last night, and then Gadget and I talked about stuff today. So we think that this is just going to be the best way to go for us.
Well, so, and a safety precaution as well too.
Yeah. So we're going to be sticking with the convoy. We meet up in Nairn Center. Gadget is picking up food from ladies who made Awaka stuff in Massey. That's here locally. So we're bringing that to Nairn Center where there's going to be a 45-minute layover. So
yeah, we'll diverse it all to the convoy that are stopping there, and that way we can clear our vehicle.
Yeah, because my car is going to be loaded with items, right? So
yeah,
I still have to pack a little bit more stuff up, and trying to decide on how much extra food I bring and which snowsuit I should be using. Because it's going to be minus 15 degrees Celsius in Ottawa.
But it's damp,
and it dips down to like minus 25, minus 30. And we're on the river. So if you are getting that wind off of the river, it's going to be even colder. So
a little wind chill.
Yeah, big time. It's cold. Prepper Now, I thought you're coming on and you had some news for us. Use that StreamYard link. P now. Hi, everyone. Sorry.
Question. We'll have to talk about the timing, the meeting timing, I guess you'd call. Because since things change, I'm not sure what time I'm going to take off to meet you guys, where I'm going to meet you guys. Are you guys going to go to the room first, or are you going to go,
Yeah, I think we should.
I think we're going to play it by ear and see what the traffic is going to be like.
Yeah, that's going to be a good.
This is going to be real interesting because we're going to be live streaming the whole way. Once that convoy rolls into Nairn, I will do a live stream, and then once Gidget and I are on the road, I'll be live streaming also.
Okay.
Yes, and then obviously live streaming when we get to Ottawa. So it's going to be a lot of streaming tomorrow and in the next couple of days. And then I'm packed up to expect to stay extra days as well, even if we have to sleep in the car, right?
Yeah, that's another question that comes to mind.
Yeah.
I don't know how long you reserve the room for, if it's possible to extend.
We will have to see when we get there, because we have the one room booked in Arnprior for tomorrow night. That's where the convoy is rest stopping. And then the one room booked in Ottawa for the next evening. But I did make connection with my friend Brandy and her brother, and he is in Arnprior, which is only a short distance from Ottawa. So I do have, we will be meeting up with him tomorrow as well. And I'm dropping off dried food goods at his place just in case we need access to that food. I was also talking with my friend Kevin this evening, and he said to Alex, bro, these shelves are empty at Freshco. They're empty.
Okay.
So
It seems funny for that. I hear that coming from Ontario a lot. In here in Montreal, where I'm at, there's no problem with food shortage. It's weird. Strange.
Yeah.
It seems like the delivery don't get done as far. We have a port though. We have a big port, ship port, so maybe that eases transport of foods, but seems weird that some places are running out and some others are not as much.
yeah, I
It's
think we're going
funny.
to be seeing a heck of a lot more of it now, especially.
Yeah,
So I hope
unfortunately.
everybody stacked it to the rafters.
Yeah,
That's,
and
yeah.
yeah, and we do have the handheld CB. Well, we have a walkie-talkie where we can hit onto the channels as well too. Just replying to that message.
Yeah, and the Baofang. But now all we have to do is work on getting that station set up, right?
Yeah, and we can do that once we're in Nairn. As soon as they come in, I can maybe get one of them to connect us with theirs. So then that way we are direct contact with one of the drivers along the way.
Yes, excellent.
I lost
Okay.
track
Yeah,
of my
I
pen.
mean, you're gonna be able to
Take
talk
notes.
to just about anybody, and they'll be able to tell you what frequencies they're using or channels or whatever. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once
Yes,
they're
I do.
closer, we can hit them.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have 45 minutes in Nairn to be able to connect to do that. So that'll give us enough time, I think. Right?
Yeah.
I do have PayPal if anyone
Yeah.
wants to give us donations. All of the links are in the description of the video. And
When you say Nairn, can you spell it for me, please? My French gets in the way.
Nairn.
Oh, okay. I thought it was more complicated than that. I just want to make
No.
sure. And
That's
so
where
you're going
the,
there first?
That's where we are going first. Gidget will be going
That's where
before
our
me.
departure is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there at 8 a.m.
Yeah, it's a massive truck stop.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tomorrow it is. You're in Ottawa
What's
right
your-
now, Tyson. The place is packed with lot lizards. I can imagine, like, how is the traffic there?
In Ottawa?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
It's getting crowded. It's getting crowded from all the videos I've seen.
yeah.
Do you have
Gonna be
any
a lot of
video
people
footage
there.
that you want to show, Rage?
Yeah, I'm just checking a couple things out here first.
They're expecting a lot of people, so it'll be exciting. It'll be epic. It'll be interesting. Can't wait to see.
GDP.
I think it'll be the biggest party that Ottawa's seen in a long time,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
if ever. Maybe the Olympics.
I'm really hoping that we're able to get to our hotel room.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's our concern.
Okay.
That's our concern is getting to the hotel room.
Yeah.
Because
what
we are
time
only
would-
like 3 or 4 blocks away from the Parliament Hill. We're not far away from Parliament Hill. Our Ottawa room is not far away. So our
What's your
concern is
ATA
getting
for
to
that?
the hotel room.
When do you expect on trying to ride into the hotel room?
Well, we want to leave like with the convoy and we want to ride in with the convoy, but like if we can get as close as we can get to wherever, I mean, like getting to our hotel room is priority as well too, because we have a check-in time that we
Yeah.
have to go by, and
Okay.
you know, to take some things out of the vehicle if we're going to be leaving one vehicle at the hotel room and only using the one vehicle to go back closer to the Parliament Hill. I mean, like,
do you have an
I
ATA on when your arrival in Ottawa?
No, we don't know. We won't know until we're on the road. So we'll be able to keep in touch with you about that.
We will call
I
you
was-
from Arn Prior.
I was thinking that maybe I could go to a hotel earlier to check in type deal.
You
Yeah,
can. Yeah, I'll give you my full name. I'll send it to you on Facebook. And then
Cool.
that way you can just go, and then if they have an issue, they can just call me, or
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I can pay up for part of the deal. We'll see. It's no problem. I'll try to see if we can extend the day for another night at least. No?
Okay.
Wouldn't that be a good idea to have 2 nights instead of
If you
one?
yeah.
can, you can
If we can
try. I
pull it
don't
off,
know
yeah.
what the success rate of that's going to be.
Yeah.
So it was full. I take it. That's
Yeah,
why I
it was
was
like,
hoping to.
like we were looking at all the hotels and there were like one room left, three rooms up, and it was docking down every time. And this was last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
but
the super sticker. We really
sometime
appreciate it.
when you have the room ahead of time, it sort of gives you preference, but it depends on the
Yeah,
hotels. We
yeah,
owned a hotel in Florida, so I'm a little used to that, but normally you have a little bit of leeway when you have the room already. Sometime, not all the time. Sometime in peak season, there's rooms rented already.
Oh, it's
So
definitely peak season there. That's what I
well,
said. Be prepared to
yeah.
sleep in
Well,
your vehicle.
on a normal ride, it's 6.5 hours from here to Ottawa, but we are like extended with all the stops and the convoy, like, so that's going to put a lot more time on. So we're looking at least 10 and a half, 11 hours from
that's a
here.
slow ride.
Yeah.
But we are going to Arnprior tomorrow. So we are laying over for the night in Arnprior and then heading off to Ottawa Saturday morning with I think the 11 o'clock departure time, I think, from Arnprior, if I correctly, don't get me wrong. It could be 10, could be 11. We got to play it by ear by the convoy, right? Where if they want to leave at 9, we got to leave at 9.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So everything is up in the air right now, MC, because we just don't even know the accessibility, what's going to happen when we get to Ottawa. But we are prepared to sleep in our vehicles. At least Gidget and I are. Pierre, you better have sleeping bags and stuff in yours.
We're northern girls.
Yeah. Pierre, are you frozen?
Yep.
Pierre's got some sort of MK Ultra thing happening there.
I just did a path with the ruler on Google Earth. You're about 600 kilometers.
Yeah.
Okay, 600 kilometers from
Ottawa, downtown Ottawa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is about 385 miles, roughly.
Yeah.
So that's a trip. And then you got everything else in the way.
Yeah.
So.
And that's what I said. Like, you got that the convoy, the slow down times, you got the pit stops. So, it takes longer, of course, because, like, you have to go by, this is going to be like a good 11 hours trip.
Yeah.
Like, just to Arnprior, it's going to take us at least 9 hours.
Yeah. Okay, there's
I'm not going anywhere underneath 9 hours. I am minimizing it at 9 hours just by how everything is going, which is going good. The more the merrier. Awesome, because
slow connection, is that possible? Is it me?
No, you froze.
Yeah.
You went third.
I've got a screen share, and I have to make a point because
I
you
don't know
keep
if you
talking about
guys
the
hear it
convoy.
yourself, but it's very slow.
Yeah. There's a lot of convoys.
Oh yeah, there is. There's like a dozen or more. I'm following a lot of them. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Okay, I'm going to bring up your screen there, Rage. I just wanted to say hello to everyone coming in to chat. We have 129 people watching right now. And keep the chat clean, please, folks, and use the code words. Here's your screen, Rage.
There we go. So this is Rural Dad. This is from earlier today. I showed it on my stream. But again, it's crazy. And these trucks, he figures, are coming out of Southwest Ontario. So it's just going to start now. He's 2 minutes in roughly when it starts going by.
It's awesome.
just west of Woodstock, Ontario. The convoy is on the way, but as you can see, the drivers are excited that aren't even in the convoy. It's getting close. A local farmer here went out of his way to clear all the snow out of his field for everyone parked along the side of the 401. And I can tell you the excitement is real.
Is that cool or what?
It's awesome. It's I can't wait to be shouting freedom.
I know.
A farmer cleared his field so they'd have a place to park.
That's
That is
incredible.
awesome.
That's just incredible. So he's at Woodstock, Ontario. So everywhere from there until Windsor is where this there goes a truck. There goes the first truck there.
There they are.
Yeah.
And they're doing it in such a safe and well orchestrated manner. It is just mind blowing to watch Pat's live streams.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
They're well coordinated for such a short time. Very well coordinated.
Yeah. So it's okay. So that's one video again showing it and everything and all the people that are there and like I said, it's just really cool. This farmer just cleared his field with his tractors, and I think that's happening in a lot of places from what I'm hearing. And okay, so I'm gonna come on, pause. There we go. This is out of London, Ontario. And you can see the police have the side roads and everything blocked off. Watch this. This is great.
Yeah. I was watching that one today. It was like just oh.
Using 2 out of the 3 lanes.
That's gonna be us tomorrow. We won't have voices left.
I know. We won't even. Jen will be live and I'll be screaming away.
And again, this is in London. I mean, they're still nowhere close to Ottawa yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy cow. This is just incredible.
It just keeps going.
It's just
So what I'm going to
mind-blowing.
do for our American friends who may not be familiar with the map. Okay. Here's London, Ontario. There's Toronto. There's Ottawa. There's London. Okay.
Yeah, and they still got a ways to go.
Yeah. So again, just to do a quick path, I'll do it in miles for our American friends. So just do a quick path, just generally following the highway without taking all the turns. Okay. Depending on what route they take, but this is usually the quickest one. And roughly that's 360 miles. And there's and there's already been it's 580 kilometers, and there's already been people from there the last 2 days, other convoys. That's how crazy this is. It's convoy after convoy after convoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't no fringe minority.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. This is global again. I'm surprised how much global is actually covering this, and they don't seem to be putting a spin on it, which is crazy. But again, this is coming out of the Maritimes.
The fireworks.
I have something fun to show you. I have a special guest to add to our stream.
Jody Newell says he decided to join to protest cross-border vaccine mandates targeting his industry.
Jason!
Hold on, guys.
Forcing us to do something we don't want to do that's could affect our health.
Samantha Monahan helped organize the East Coast leg of the protest. She says they're going to Ottawa with a message.
Oh, hey, we got Angry Pepper on.
Yeah.
To just bring everybody together again and open up Canada and make it free.
By late morning, the convoy arrived in Moncton with hundreds more turning out in support.
What is this about? I think it's about people coming together
and wanting to live free.
Being able to live free.
And wanting
Tell the
to be
truth.
able to
You hear me?
Tell the truth.
The Atlantic Provinces Trucking Association disapproves of the protest convoy. Their executive director, Jean-Marc Picard, is worried how it will affect an industry struggling with recruitment.
For the last 2 years, we were seen as
So there is a spin.
in a great industry, and
There's only
Yeah.
a few people.
so hopefully,
Yeah. There's only 100 people by Sanders. It's always
Yeah.
what they're saying. There's only 100.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
They will be surprised. They will
fast
be
and look at how
surprised.
it's escalated. It's not even about trucking anymore.
The
Yeah.
convoy picked up more supporters just outside Fredericton. They'll continue to Rivière-du-Loup, Quebec, where they'll stop for the night. The Canadian Trucking Alliance has estimated that as many as 15% of truckers are not vaccinated against COVID-19. The convoy is expected to arrive in Ottawa on Saturday. Suzanne Lapointe, Global News, Moncton.
So again,
The only thing they don't say is that most
hey,
of
Pepper, now
unvaccinated
it's
are
on.
backing. Huh? Whoops, sorry.
so again, here's
Pepper now
Moncton.
is on.
Is he here with us?
No, I don't see his camera. I see a little
Angry
thing
is.
going
Hey,
on.
Angry, how you doing?
What's going on?
So that's probably 800 kilometers that they've got to drive.
Yeah.
The convoy?
That one from the Maritimes, yeah.
Fredericton.
Oh, okay.
If they're leaving Fredericton,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they're
they'll be
spending
there
the night
soon.
in Gatineau tonight, I think, or tomorrow.
This
Here
is
you got that fuzziness going on again.
Yeah, well, my earplugs for some reason unpaired from my phone. Try to pick
Again.
it up again.
even little towns like Stony Creek, and there's 1,000 people. So, yeah, look at this, the overpasses and just full of people. Again, it's not just all them in the convoy and all in that are driving there. It's everybody along the way. It's the entire country is coming out for this.
Yeah, it's incredible. Jason, do you have any words of advice for us being like, because we're going to Ottawa tomorrow, right? And like my biggest fear would be to be locked in there.
I don't know anything about Ottawa, actually, other than that it's in Canada. It's a city. Listen, if you're traveling to a city, me personally, when I'm in a crowd, with the exception of when I was like live streaming, I try to stay on the outsides of the crowd, just in case some crazy shit goes down.
Okay.
But if you're live streaming it, you know, you take your chance. But if you go into that crowd, you just keep your head on the swivel. You know, you don't go in wholeheartedly, blindly. You know, for example, I hate to bring it up, but the whole January 6th thing, right? When I was there, I knew at one point, actually, when I got close enough, I was like, shit, it's on. But I remember walking in and thinking, all right, if it gets really hairy, I was always looking for an exit, and I always had an exit. There was at one point, though, where I screwed myself over, and I tell people, don't end up in that situation, is where I was completely surrounded and I had no way out. And I was like, shit, if it gets crazy and the crowd starts moving, I'm screwed. So I made my way over to a stone wall, and that's pretty much where I stood. So even if it got out of hand, if I had to, which I don't think I would, but if I had to, I could stay next to the stone wall. And it was sort of like a bump out. So if I stood next to that, into the corner of that bump out, I would have been fine. But I would try to stay away from the core of the what you call it. Again, unless you're live streaming. If you're live streaming, you take your chances. I don't think anything is going to happen in Ottawa. I don't see that kind of craziness going down. I don't see the government doing anything, though. Your president's pretty much a psych patient, so he could say and do anything at this point. Yeah. But I don't think he is. You know, me personally, I think he's just going to continue to call you guys, terrorists and tyrannical laws of the crazy shit. Somebody was asking Polaran message. The Polaran message.
Okay.
He's asking about the opposite there. He's asking about Antifa being there, and yes, they were there. A lot of people are going to deny that they were there, but at the end of the night, when the federal cops were fed up because they lost a guy and a bunch of them got hurt, they were out for blood. And there were people who were screaming at the cops and using the same line of rhetoric as Antifa uses. They were like, pigs and ACAB and, fuck the police. And I was like, that's not Trump supporters by like any stretch of the imagination. Most of the Trump supporters, the diehard Trump supporters, had already left at that point. They were gone. Everybody looked at what went down and they were like, shit, this isn't what I signed up for, and left. Then you had a lot of the instigators stay behind. Now, were all the instigators Antifa? No, they absolutely weren't. But there were a lot of Antifa members there. So I would say it was a mix. I'm not going to say it was an even mix, but it was a definite mix of Antifa and Trump supporters.
Okay. Thanks, Jason. Yeah, head on a swivel, I guess. And yeah, we're going to have our communications figured out between the three of us anyways. And then I have some other friends actually going to Ottawa as well. So we're going to try to get connected with them while we are there. Once we get to the hill area, if we can even get remotely close. So this is going to be really, really interesting.
You have a pack with you?
A pack? Yeah.
Like a home pack or some shit with you?
Yeah. 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 And I lent one to Gidget also. Yeah. So, yes.
All right. Good.
Yeah. And I got picked up a vest, Rage.
Like fishing vest.
A fishing vest. So it's got the extra pockets and stuff.
Perfect. Exactly.
Stuff in there. And it cost me $12. I scored pretty good there.
Yeah, that's good. Because again, now it's right in front of you. It's compact. It's under your coat. It's not something that somebody's going to question what's in your backpack. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, Score. I'm a bit nervous. I don't know how Gidget's feeling about this.
I'm you know what? I'm not nervous at all because this for me, it's like, it's let it be, just and enjoy the moment, you're a part of something huge. And, I'm going to look back on this and I'm going to be like, I'm glad I went, no matter what happens. And my kids are going to grow up. The younger ones are going to be like, my mom was there, and it's a part of my own family history now. So, I mean, am I afraid of being stuck or anything like that? You know what? No, because there is a lot of Canadian people out there and a lot of contacts that we can make arrangements and things like that. Worst gets to worse. I lived on the streets. I mean, and I worked with homeless shelters. I would go there. Because you can trust a homeless person over anyone who's going to be attending there. And I guarantee you that 100%. I worked with them for 12 years. So I would just go with the homeless people on the streets because you know what? Hey, that's my safety net right there. Because I know the way the lifestyle is and I know what to expect and, survival skills. I mean, you got your packs, you got your extra dry foods, you got your extra little this, you got your extra little that, you got this, you got that. You don't want to bring too much on you because then it causes if somebody doesn't have, then it causes an attraction to you for them. So you got to watch that too.
Yeah.
There's street skills. I'm sorry.
Well, you know what? I went into the city the other day and we did actually see people sleeping in tents in minus, it was cold the other day. I would want to say minus 40 and people were sleeping in tents in the park. I can't even imagine.
And many of them do what you said, having a candle in a can and things like that. Many of them have that with them. They know how to do these things. They know how to, they build little rocket fire things and everything like that. And many of them do know how, and they teach the younger ones that are now on the streets, how to do this and how to survive from this and how to stay warm.
Well, maybe we should have went and camped out in Sudbury there for a couple nights before we decided to venture on to Ottawa, Gadget.
Well, Sudbury, on the other hand, that's another story. But if it was Kenora, not a problem. I would.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Ottawa, I've seen many in the Nepean area because I used to live in the Nepean area 17 years ago. And so, and I walked from Nepean all the way to Gatineau. I walked and I was drunk and I had $900 in my pocket. Not one person came up to me and attacked me in any way. So
Yeah,
if I can handle that, I think I can handle this.
Yeah, it's a different city altogether. Sudbury is not a great city. I guess it would be comparable to New York.
It's very, very, very challenging. Same with North Bay and Sudbury with the homeless and all that. It's very challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Very challenging. I went to a lot of homeless summits and all that. So, yeah. So when it comes to homeless, yeah, you got to know your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, make sure that we have, you know, like extra warm pairs of socks with us and extra gloves. So if we do kind of like get further away from where our destination is, then at least, you know, we have those extra things. And like you said, we're going to have those little message cards if we do get lost. I put red and white ribbon on my coat hood, which I have red and white ribbon for you and Pierre as well too. So if other people have same color coats, you'll have that red and white ribbon on it as well too. So then this way I know that's you.
Okay. All right. Yes, and then we'll have our walkie-talkies, which I'm hoping that they will function well.
Yeah, we have the walkie-talkies and we have the other ones that we have as well too. The vans or the balls.
How many people are turning out to this?
Holy crap, Jason!
No. It's
okay. By the media, they're saying there's only going to be like maybe 200,000 people there, but by the live stream videos, the actual true videos, not the media's, you're looking at 900 to 2 million.
So that means, and the reason why I asked that question, first of all, that's impressive. Secondly, your cell phones are probably not going to work as good. So you're only going to be able to text one another.
Yeah. That's why we're going to have like the walkie-talkies. We're going to have the broadbands. We have our other ones as well too. So we're going to have that with a specific channel. So that we're going to get other people that are going to cut into that, but at least we'll know, we'll still see.
And this is all going down when?
Other methods of.
Well, it's actually, there's been people
tomorrow we are
Parliament. The actual thing is Saturday, but for the last week, since last weekend, there's been people in trucks outside of Parliament and filling up downtown Ottawa. Like the city is probably just about full already, let alone these main convoys getting there.
Yeah, and the West is still not there yet, and there's so many that are not there yet.
Yeah, it's insane, Jason. It's just absolutely phenomenal. If I can ask for Maud to please post links for Rage in the Cage and for The Angry Prepper and his other channel, The Angry Truth, that would be fantastic.
Thank you. I think I saw them do it already.
Provided that you guys don't get arrested and survive, I would absolutely like to have you guys on either channel, both channels, to lend your experience down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, whatever happens, even if it's a snooze fest, but you have a lot of people there, I still want to interview you guys on the whole thing. A lot of people, and I know I've been following Northern Girls talk about it. So that's pretty much the only reason why I know about it. But people have been sending me emails. That's an impressive protest. I mean, essentially is what it is. It's very impressive, but it's just crazy that with all of the attention that at the very least, us, I don't know, conservative right wings, whatever you want to call it, or those of us against the mandate, that we know about this, but the rest of the world doesn't. And it seems like it doesn't matter how many people show up, there's going to be a media blackout on this.
Yeah.
Yes, there is, but some media is covering it. Now they're putting a spin on it. But when you go on Facebook, you go on Twitter, you go on Telegram, and even on YouTube, there are people around the world paying attention and seeing this. And actually, somebody is organizing one of these in Finland right now. Another one in Australia, because the one in Australia a couple of months ago didn't work out too well. No. And I guess this has given them a new reason. So.
Okay. What's the spin that they're trying to push?
They want all mandates over. They want all restrictions done. They want the country to go back to business. And if the government isn't going to do it, they want them gone.
All right, so sort of like what England did, right, or the UK did rather.
Yes.
Right? I mean, they did it for a different reason. They
Yeah.
Right, what's his name? Boris Johnson got caught with his pants down, kind of
Yeah,
deal.
pretty much.
Right. But what kind of spin is the media putting on it?
Oh, it's crazy. I've got one up here. They're already trying to say there's division in the organizers, and
oh no shit.
Of course, we're all bad people, and they tried to say that this was over road conditions at first. The truckers were, and the thing is, they're still saying it's because of the cross-border situation with the truckers, because you have to have the jab to be able to cross the border, whether you're going north or south. Now that is it, and that is a catalyst, but it's gone way past that. And yeah, here, if you don't mind, I'll do a screen share and we'll just watch this. It's a CBC video.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll just let it play. I'll stop it a couple times just for the copyright thing. So
yeah,
fair use, YouTube, fair use.
Pierre, I'll bring you on in a bit.
On a mission, truckers passed through Thunder Bay today with sights set on Ottawa. Supporters greeted them along the way again.
The blanket mandates go against our human rights.
For the first time, the Prime Minister weighed in directly on the convoy, saying 90% of truckers are vaccinated. As for the protesters,
small fringe minority of people who are on their way to Ottawa or who are holding unacceptable views that they're expressing.
Unacceptable views.
Do not.
Yeah, right?
Unacceptable views?
Yeah, unacceptable views, and it's a small fringe minority.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear that language he's using? Unacceptable views.
Well, yeah. So I'll let it play here in a sec, but what you need to realize about this globalist is he's not talking to us. When he says Canadians, he's talking about his party and the corporation. He's not talking about anybody else.
Not represent the views of Canadians who have been there for each other.
Ottawa police are taking the lead on security Saturday, saying in a virtual press conference they are preparing for thousands to descend on Parliament Hill.
What started out as a single expression of demonstration through what was called a freedom convoy involving vehicles from across Canada, over the last several days, particularly in the last 24 hours, has changed substantially.
There is increasing concern about violent online rhetoric supporting the convoy, and that those with extreme views are planning on attending. Pat King is in the convoy and claims to be an organizer. He is known for his far-right views and using homophobic and racist language in the past. Other convoy leaders are now distancing themselves from King. But King...
Yeah, right? So this is the spin. Okay. Again, now they're trying to say there's division. They're trying to say that he's, said things. Well, again, even back then, this summer picture, which is 2 years ago, yeah, no, it's not the same thing whatsoever.
King is dismissing their concerns.
100% that it's had to be done due to the PR. It had to be done. It had to. So it is what it is.
Anti-hate groups are concerned about what this weekend could bring.
There have been enough people who've been posting messages related to the idea that, well, Canada will have our January 6th event. The majority of the people involved in this protest probably want nothing to do with that.
NDP leader Jagmeet Singh said in a statement the convoy is dangerous. This after CBC News confirmed his brother-in-law donated $13,000 to the cause. The NDP says it was a mistake, and he's now trying to get the money back.
Nice, eh?
Just published.
Yeah, right?
That's one hell of a mistake, huh?
Oh, yeah.
$13,000 just, right?
And you have to click it twice to get it, to donate it, too. It's not like, oh, my God, $13,000,
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said, it's just pure spin. But even these guys that are supposed to be the conservatives, we don't have conservatives.
Aaron O'Toole says he supports truckers but denounced extremists, urging Canadians to respect each other's right to protest.
And Travis, Ottawa Police will be getting some assistance in security for this event.
That's right, Ian. It is unclear at this point how many protesters will actually show up here in Ottawa this weekend or how long they will stay, but police say they will be ready. The RCMP, Ottawa Police, and Parliamentary Protective Service, they're setting up a joint operations center to monitor that main protest and also any possible counter demonstrations that could pop up. The other thing I want to note here is on the fundraising effort. It has grown in the past 24 hours by almost $2 million. Now sits at $5.7 million. Ian?
All right, Travis, thank you.
Question.
So, right? So that was yesterday.
Right.
That was yesterday. So they are trying to spin this. They are trying to, put a bad light on the protesters and say a bunch of things. And they're talking about the main protest. Well, that doesn't really help because the city is already filling up. Where that reporter is filming from is the far side of the building there at the Parliament, and that's why it was so quiet and there was nobody around. You can't get there, right? So again, instead of filming out front where everybody is, they were somewhere else trying to keep it quiet. So
Did they release that money? Did GoPro release that? I'm not GoPro. Sorry, GoFundMe.
Yeah. They're releasing it in stages. Yeah, from what I understand.
All right, because I know there was a problem with it, right? They were like holding on to the money until they found out how much. Oh no, what was being spent from it or some shit like that.
Yeah.
No, what my understanding is that they're holding on to it because they want to make sure that we're not people of terror.
Right.
People of terror. Let's just say it that way, folks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Not only that, think about it. If you're a company and you've got $5 million sitting in your account, would you hold it up for a couple days to make that interest? Because 2 days of interest on $5 million, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, they won't hold it, but they won't hold it back because it's 0.30 cents on a dollar they're losing. So they don't want that either. So they're between two hard rocks right now making a decision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so JB in here is saying 6.5 million raised so far, and that is for there's the link in my description of the video to donate to the truckers, and I also have the link for Pat King's email because he's separate. He's doing a separate crowdfunding for his own stuff.
Yeah, he's paying for his own trip.
Yeah, and then he's got his own crew too. Yeah.
You said the link is on your channel, right? Your videos.
Yeah, it's in the video description, Jason.
All right. All right.
Oh, sure. Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, I saw him in earlier.
Pierre's got that little fuzzy thing going on. I'm going to mute you, Pierre.
Oh, I'll mute.
Yeah. It's, again, it's the biggest thing is right from the other day when they were leaving Vancouver area. The first part, the original part of the convoy coming out of the west. There was 10,000 people in Vancouver to see them off. That's supposed to be a liberal city, and they do vote in liberal governments and all this kind of thing. But people are fed up, and the support all the way across. Again, you have farmers clearing their fields so people have a place to park. You have people that live on a country road that just meets up with the highway, and they're all the neighbors are getting together and driving up to the highway and standing there and cheering. Small towns, that might have 5,000 or 6,000 people, like I just showed earlier on that the one that has the overpass in it there, and I mean they've got 1,000 people out.
It's phenomenal.
And they showed Toronto today on Global News, which blew me away that they were showing Toronto, but it showed 5 different locations along the way in Toronto. There was thousands and thousands of people, thousands and thousands. And again, that's nowhere near Ottawa. You still got hours and hours to go. And that was early in the morning. And I just showed you these other convoys that are just moving now. And it's constant. People are saying, okay, I'm going.
Yeah.
So the whole country is moving.
Yeah. And even like the truckers coming from the US too.
Yep.
Yeah, this is incredible. Incredible. Like the world is waking up finally. Yeah, you still have your sleepers in the corner over there.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to hear from Steve because I guess there's going to be something at the legislature this weekend, and as that's what I was hoping to see. And yeah, so 150 truckers got through the border of Alaska into the Yukon on Tuesday night, and on Wednesday another 150. And all that, and Border Services was reporting that at every crossing, I think there's 37 crossings between Vancouver and Maine from the lower 48 into Canada. I think that's the number. And all of them were reporting that vehicles were coming through with flags and banners. So that's from the States into Canada. And the Peace Bridge at Buffalo was packed, and the tunnels from Detroit into Windsor were jammed. And that was 2 days ago when I looked that up. It's just steady. It's constant. It's everywhere you go, every town, every city, every road that meets the highway. There's people there.
Look at this. Yeah. Look at this figure. 58,000 in Thunder Bay.
In Thunder Bay. That's just one place.
And that's like, Thunder Bay is like how many hours from us, Gidget? Like 12?
Well, it's a 10-hour drive. It takes me 12, 13, because I stop everywhere and take my time, especially with the kids, right? But it's a 10-hour drive from Espanola to Thunder Bay.
Yeah. And that's just the stuff coming out of the west of Canada. And again, I mean, there's convoys coming out of the Maritimes. Quebec and Ontario are filling up. And then again, the numbers out of the States, I don't know what they are yet, but it's apparently pretty impressive.
Let's talk a little bit about Manitoba. Henley. Oh, was so beautiful. And the RCMP were blocking the entrances to the gas bars. They were trying to get the truckers not to have that fuel. But Henley people, the supporters and everything, and they have trucks, fuel trucks with them. And all the Mennonites and Hutterites, 25 colonies, drove with them all the way to Kenora just to feed them their meal that they were supposed to serve them in Henley. Because the RCMP said no. Not the OPP. OPP has been amazing all the way. Amazing.
Oh yeah, totally. The support of the police and the RCMP has been phenomenal.
Yeah. But RCMP and Henley did block them from entrances at gas bars in Henley. But the Mennonites and the Hutterites and big fuel truckers went with them all the way to Kenora.
Yeah. Thank you so much, 338 Magnum. We really appreciate it. It'll be put to good use, of course.
How far is the drive for you guys?
Well, it's a 6.5-hour drive, regular highway. But for Arnprior, from here to Arnprior, because we're going to head there tomorrow, it's going to be at least a minimum 9 hours. Minimum. That's minimum. Okay. With the convoy, with the delays, with the pit stops, everything, you got to add all that extra time and road conditions.
Yeah, we don't know what the weather is going to be like yet, right? I just looked at the temperature. I didn't look to see if it was going to be snowing or anything, but
well, we just had a weather warning 3 hours ago here in Espanola area, so we have to be on that route.
Well, Pat's live stream that he did right around 2 o'clock this afternoon, my time, so it'd be 4 o'clock. He was passing the cliffs, that section of the highway where there's all the cliff rock and everything. It's about
Montreal Highway Harbor.
Yeah. Okay. And
Ottawa's supposed to be nice.
It was pretty snow-packed highway. There was a lot of snow and ice on the highway.
Yeah,
so
it was.
Yeah.
They also had road closures in that White River area to Sault Ste. Marie earlier on this morning. So they were delayed by that as well too. And that's why they split up the
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 convoy.
highway, the convoy, they went to Highway 17 and Highway 11 because once everybody got into Thunder Bay, the amount of people that were in the convoy was an overexertion. So they put all the light trucks, light loads, and vehicles, 4 wheels, to Highway 17. Heavy trucks were going on Highway 11 through Hearst and Kapuskasing, and that is my hometown. Hearst is my hometown. Kapuskasing is where I was born. I drove by myself with my little ones to northern communities in November, and just to give them support, as they weren't really getting like everybody was just kind of bashing them, and things like that. But I mean, like, I took my kids.
Yeah. Oh.
But I mean, like, yeah, it was awesome. I mean, like, you just gotta, I don't know. I got froze there for a moment.
It happens. Thank you, Bizza. If Famod could plug the link for Bizza, that'd be cool. He's like an author.
Yeah.
And does the Carrington Chronicles. Super cool. Thank you so much.
So Hearst and Cap, they're excited to see them coming their way now. I am getting messages from everyone, from old school friends and everything. They are excited.
That's good. Everyone is excited. This world is being lifted by really good positive frequencies right now. And yeah, we just need to keep doing the stuff, like, as long as it takes. I'm hearing 3 weeks it's going to take, but I guess we'll see. It'll be at like
3 weeks to 2 months. I've been hearing 3 weeks to 2 months. So
yeah. Cheers from Sudbury. Well, very cool. Very, very
What
cool.
will take 3 weeks or 2 months?
Oh, Mr.
Well, for
Earth
all of this stuff to be over, right? The mandates and whatnot. Sudbury is very close to me. We're like an hour away from Sudbury.
Yeah, 45-minute drive. Yeah.
Again, the whole thing when this first started, when you were hearing from the organizers, when the word first started to come out about this, maybe 3 weeks ago, the whole idea was, and with the GoFundMe and everything else, was they want to occupy and stay there. So all that money that's there is, again, it's fuel to get them there. It's food and all these things too, but it's also for the long term. The other problem is you are shutting this city down. And so there's going to have to, and I'm sure they've figured this out, but they're going to have to move. There's going to have to be fuel and food getting to them in order to do this. The other thing is that I've heard that a lot of hotels and bed and breakfasts have been booked just so people have a place to go to the bathroom and take a shower, and for nothing else. People aren't, it's not so much for people to stay there, it's for facilities. Because you got to think that a lot of small businesses and a lot of other businesses are going to shut down or possibly refuse entry. So bathrooms, showers, that kind of thing, that's something you have to plan for in a big thing like this.
Yeah, completely.
And so they are working on that. So it's well thought out, it's well planned, and the money is coming in to support all this. But even for you, like I told you when we were backstage private the other day, is that those are things you got to concern yourself with too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
yeah,
it may be a way to share the bathrooms and share the rooms. If people are just using it for bathroom, maybe there'd be some room for people to actually sleep there and share.
Well, I think it'll be kind of tough. You got a lot of people trying to use the room for the bathroom and for the shower. I think that there wouldn't be a possibility of getting any rest, or it would be comfortable to do it or anything like that. I think it would be best to use it for the other intended purpose. Again, if we're going to have, upwards of 1 million people in an area that's, again, you look at the square miles, it's not that big there. Ottawa's not, as far as how big it is, it's not that big of a city as far as your square miles.
Yeah.
So
wouldn't be.
It's going to be a one day at a time kind of thing, I think, and then like an hour at a time. So yeah, we'll see how long we're going to end up having to stay, and we're part of it. we got to do the stuff like right now.
Yeah.
The whole world right now is vibrating so freaking immensely that we need to take advantage of this, and everyone needs to do the shit now.
Yep.
As a
Amen.
whole. As a whole.
I won't be surprised that many people there open their doors to many people too, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's being arranged too. There are a lot of people that are going to be boarding people in the convoy and truckers and organizers and that kind of thing. That's been arranged too. So
yeah, we also had Andy Hopper reach out to us as well too. He lives on the south end of Ottawa, and he said if we needed extra days or whatever and things like that. So I do have his contact number and everything, so we will be in contact with him as well too. And like Jen said, she has Brandy's brother in Arnprior as well too that we are going to connect with in Arnprior as well, because we're just an hour out from Ottawa. So we do have like 2 now. I mean, like, or we can always sleep in our car in Pierre's yard. It's not a big deal. We're northern girls. We can handle it.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Craig. I don't know. Does Craig have a channel?
Craig the Hunter, he does. Not only that, he's in hospital in Louisiana right now, recovering from surgery. So he's sending you that from a hospital bed. So Craig, my brother.
Oh, you get well.
Much love.
Yeah. Thank you, Craig. And if Ahmad could put his link and perhaps Rage in the Cage's link and Angry's link again, that would be fantastic. Thank you so much. Mods are going to be busy tonight, and I'm busy too because I'm able to kind of mod on StreamYard. I'm missing a pile of chat. I apologize. I guess this is how it works, right, Angry? And we got another one from Bullfrog. Shug, thank you. Freedom. Yeah, freedom. You got it. Everyone shout it out. This is going to be a crazy couple of days. And if anyone else wants to mod for me while we are going to be doing these live streams, you can please send me an email. If you've been hanging around with my channel long enough, we'll give you a wrench.
I think it's going to be a couple weeks of fun.
Never mind a wrench. Give them the chainsaw, Jen. You don't work with wrenches. You work with chainsaws.
Yeah, chainsaws. Yeah, definitely.
I deal with wrenches and the drill. You deal with the chainsaws.
So all of the links are in the description of the video to donate. And yeah, my mods have those links too.
Right on, Bullfrog.
Yeah. Thank you, Jessica Lane. Shout out from Pembroke. Awesome. Yeah, we'll see you in Ottawa. Thank you so much. Fun chat. Wow, I can't even believe we were up to 1,000 people in chat. Holy cow.
Yep.
Never in my, like, I'm kind of looking forward to when we win this battle to getting back to my regular old videos again.
Right?
Seriously, like, it's been so cold. We have not been able to go ice fishing.
I know.
I haven't, like, when's the last time I did a canning video? You know, like, it's just like I'm under time constraints and don't have time to film it all. So it's just, yeah. It's even the chickens, like, that was fun stuff. And it's like, I want to get back to that. So let's win this battle. Yeah, and then we can get on.
Hats on those chickens there again. That's my favorite.
Won. It's just they Trudeau don't know it yet, but the battle's already won. It's just a matter of time for them to realize it, for everybody to realize it.
Exactly. Yes. We've already won this battle anyhow because we have come together. We have come together, not just in the convoy, across the nations. It's like Brazil, Australia, you know, like, and Brazil starting their own convoy as well too. Did you hear about that, guys? Yes. I mean, like, and then as soon as I heard about that, I went on my Facebook. I'm like, you know what, Canada, you know, this is about how many kilometers it is right now, you know, like, in Brazil starting, and I'm like, on, like, USA, our brothers next door, you know, and I have my Canada and USA fist things on my page. And I'm like, you know what? Just do it in your own country. Just do it, because you know what? We'll be behind you there too. Just do it. We'll have your backs there too. You have our
Yeah.
backs, we have your backs. We're there together.
Absolutely. Do it as a whole right now. Thank you, Carol Ann
Exactly.
Henderson. Carol Ann does have a small channel. She's been part of some of the content creator collaborations I've done in the past. So if a mod can plug her link, or people can go and check her out. Thank you so much, Carol Ann. I hope I'm
Hey.
not missing much in here.
I've got a link up for Brazil.
Okay.
Thank you, Rage.
Let me
Yeah,
just
I
check
love
real
that.
quick.
It is so awesome. Amazing. And all for January 31st. They're doing it in a matter of days.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Michael Grismore.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we won't have to worry too much about spending an extra couple of days in Ottawa, even if we have to sleep in the car, right?
Yeah, and we have to give a shout out to a wonderful lady here in Espanola who has came to our door here and gave both 2 envelopes for me and Jennifer. I mean, like, and dropped off like cash, like, and like it was like a fair amount, you know, like, and
That's cool.
yeah, she's amazing, and God bless her, you know.
Yeah,
and people have,
yeah, that's our friend Cindy, and she
Yeah.
actually, yeah, she's a special lady. She was best friends with my aunt, who I lost to leukemia back when my aunt was 30 years old. And so Cindy's been a good family friend. And she actually turned down a transplant for
Yeah.
reasons. Yeah. So, yeah, bless her heart. And I also had our friend Helen, who is in one of our Facebook group chats too. She came and dropped off a cash donation here as well for our travels. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah, that's cool. I got a screen share for you.
Okay, 1 second.
This is in Brazil.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep those truckers rolling. That's my new saying.
That's fun.
I put it on all my posts. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep those truckers rolling.
Yeah.
How long are you guys staying down there for?
Well, so far we have planned for 3 days, but we may take an extra couple days.
I think we're gonna have to take as long as it needs to be taken. And that's what, like, I'm freaking out because I'm like,
agree.
I'm freaking out because I'm thinking, maybe I should just take my car and have it loaded to the you know what.
Yeah. Right.
Like, I'm almost thinking that might have to happen. I'll sleep on it and I'll decide early in the morning, and then I'll just throw a whole bunch of extra stuff in there. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Because, like, if I have to go for like a couple weeks, Ollie's here to, you know, take care of the mini homestead and stuff.
Exactly. And you can always leave your car in Arnprior, right? With Brandy's brother. Right?
I could do that. Thank you,
And
Klingon
then-
Princess.
And this way we have all the extra items. And if you decide to stay longer and things like that as well too, well, then at least you have what you need as well too.
Yeah, I know. I really wanted to travel. Like, I want to travel with you because then I could be filming, because I can't film and drive at the same time.
Exactly.
So, I'd have to just mount my tripod somehow to my dash.
Yeah, so if you're taking your vehicle with my vehicle and then keep going and things like that, and like I said, we can load everything like a whole
The
lot.
only thing you
right?
have to keep in mind is the liquids in your car. If you leave your car somewhere, if there's liquids in there, it's freeze. It might be a wise thing to check that out.
Oh yeah.
Like if I left my car in Arnprior with Brandy's brother, I would just leave him my keys so he could start it up. Yeah, that's all. Thank you, East Tennessee Preparedness. East also has a channel, folks. You can go and check him out.
Yep.
Let's see what else I'm missing here. Folks, try to keep the Brandon comments out of chat. It gets channels whacked. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you in a timeout just for saying that. Yeah.
To the corner. To the corner.
Yeah, and then we have these porn bot things that pop in here, so you just automatically can go and block those people.
Yeah.
Hey, when we said things when we were little, you know what we used to do? We used to have we're gonna put Bibles in your hands there, and we're gonna put a P underneath your nose there, and then you hold the P with your nose to the wall, and hold the P's under your knees. Oh yeah, I remember those days.
Well, you're not French, Gidget. It's too funny. Thank you, Nomad Outdoor Adventure and Travel Show. I don't know if you have a channel, but if you do, please let us know. Thank you so much. All these donations are awesome. Thank you so much, people, because this gives us...
Nomad Outdoors does have a channel. I do have their channel.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll send you the link to their channel, and then you can put it up into the links.
I don't know how to do that from StreamYard. Maybe Rage does.
No, I mean, like after we're done, I'll send it to you, and then we can add it in whatever to any other links on your Northern Girls as well as too.
Angry
Nate
Homesteader,
Palmer,
she's
right on.
another one. She's got a channel. Yeah, so many good channels, even in chat, that we just can't say hi to everyone. We've been going live for an hour and 6 minutes now.
Oh my God, already.
Yeah, so it's exciting. Maybe I'll talk a little bit more with Rage and Gidget later to see what our plan is going to be with taking the 2 vehicles. Because if you have to go back home because you have the kids, like I don't have kids, so I can go because I can run my Avon business right from wherever I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I had to go and stay there for 3 weeks, yeah, it's gonna suck a little bit, but I gotta do it for freedom.
Yeah, but I mean, like if you can be down there longer, I mean, like wouldn't that be a beneficial as well too? Because more truth word that we have out there, the better it is for everyone in the end, right? I mean, like Northern Girl Hobbies, your channel itself has a lot of feeds as well too, and you connect with Angry Pepper and with Rage, and you know you got the Pepper Now and things like that. So you have a branch of connections, like you're a tree, you're a branch in the tree, right? So you have all these tree branches, right? So, and if the branches are all there, if one branch kind of leaves, you know, then it affects the other branch, you know, so the wind can get to the other branch and damage it and things like that. So, I mean, like if you look at it at that point, that way, you know, like when you're working with a whole collective, you need whole collective as one.
It's a community.
Exactly.
Like
it's like raising a child. You know, no parent can raise a child on their own. It takes a village. It takes a community.
Yeah. Yeah, and go and subscribe to North Shore Preparedness too. He's my friend. He's down south in Southern Ontario. And he's got some medical stuff happening. And go and sub to North and run his playlists. And you can give him donations too. Angry Prepper is another one who just lost his job, folks. And he's
we lost our volume
in New York. You know?
I mean, I wouldn't.
And we lost your volume for a moment there.
I hate to correct you, but I retired. I mean, it was forced retirement, but
yeah,
you know, whatever. You're right. It's just it's retirement. I'm still getting a paycheck from the job at the end of the month, right? So,
can I ask what line of work you were in?
I was a firefighter.
Well, you still are.
Well, thanks for your service, brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We love you, Jason. Modern RV Tours, thank you again.
Cool.
Our voice needs a voice. Thank you for giving us one. Yeah, thank you to Pat King and all of the truck drivers and everyone coming together as one giant community in unity across the whole world. Like, this is phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Are you going to try to live stream from there?
I am going to try.
Okay. I'll
But
be in,
I know you've been live in New York at some of your rallies, and you have had issues with the signal.
right.
So
I know the what you call it rally at DC. When I was standing on the outside of it, signal was fine. As soon as I got into the middle of the people, it was dead.
yeah.
Cross frequency, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I'm gonna be in the woods this Saturday. But if we have phone signal, Hudson Valley and myself will be watching.
Excellent.
Cool.
Well, I mean, even if you can just catch the replay or whatever, like I don't think I'm going to do huge long live streams.
Okay.
They're going to be intermittent, I'm thinking. And yeah, thank you. Thank you, Nate. Fellow YouTube creator here, originally from Garson, Ontario. My wife, Garson's very close to us as well. My wife and 10 kids went out to support the truckers while I was at work. Wow, amazing. So everyone could go and check out Nate.
Yeah, I'm going to go check that out right now.
And you're in Garson, that's very close to us. I'm happy that all these local people are starting to come to the channel. Very cool.
Are they letting people into Canada? Like regular people, civilians and shit?
The border's
If you're
moving
not
as far as I
vaxxed,
know,
no.
but you got to have the jab, yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, if you're not vaxxed, you can't come in, or you can't leave. You can't leave, or you can't come in.
All right, so I'm gonna say this on the air, but hopefully no one's really watching. If you snuck into the country, what are the consequences?
Actually, if you're the right person sneaking into the country, you actually have an RCMP bellhop to give you a ride to carry your bags and get you to the hotel.
I'll translate that. If you don't have nothing to lose, no worry, they won't even ticket you. If you got something to lose, then that's when it's costly. That's the thing.
So
you get fined.
I do.
You can be fined up to $25,000, I believe. I was told.
Yeah.
So because I wanted to go to US, I was ready to go. I mean, before this happened, I was ready to go. My luggage were made. I sold my house. I was ready to go. I was heading for Mexico. I have another nephew in Mexico. Bought a little piece of land there. I want to go settle there for winter. I have a little bit of a leg problem, so it's warmer weather is better for me.
Yeah.
But so I was planning to go there. Then all this happened, so I delayed it to go to Ottawa, and I was hoping that maybe I would use Ottawa's going back or brouhaha to sneak the customs. So I was gonna try to come ready. Then I met Jenny. So that sort of broke my plan because I was going to go get them. So I didn't have room for my luggage and everything. So I sort of changed my things around. Now I don't know. Since we changed again, we'll be talking. But it depends on the room I have in my car.
Yeah. So it'll be like a wing it and figure it out first thing or in the morning or late night tonight. If I'm going to be taking the car, it's ready to go anyways. But yeah.
It's an idea. The only thing I fear personally, because of everything that I've been seeing, sorry, I'm trying to plug, my battery's going dead. Everything I'm seeing is it's already loaded with people in Ottawa. So the later we wait, the more traffic there'll be. So it's going to be, I think, I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting to get close. I think I have my ace in the card. I used to say it's not nice, but my handicap card that lots of time. I mean, I've been to few windings and they let me sneak by closer because of that. But I don't know how it worked then. I have a feeling what that's one thing I wanted to mention. Well, maybe I shouldn't mention it. I'll wait. We're live, right?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Yeah,
we have like 750 people watching. Hector is saying, can't believe, he's been busting my chops for not having have left. But
yeah, and you wanted to leave early.
But you Hector, we got to be part of the convoy. This is like making history. Hector, what do I have in my vest? Hector doesn't have a channel. He sent me 2 special medicine pouches.
Nice.
Cool.
So I have it in my vest.
Sweet.
And I have the second one that someone special is going to be receiving. And he said, watch for the smiles. So it has to be somebody in person. So I'll have to decide who's going to be getting this.
You know,
So,
something
yeah.
I just thought of, I think I thought of it before and it's just during all the conversations, but with all these people going, okay, they very well probably are already organizing other locations to have speakers and things like this. And a lot of people aren't going to be able to
Makes
get to the
sense.
main thing at Parliament Hill. There's lots of other good spots around Ottawa where people could have something going on.
Maybe even big, large cameras showing the main event on another location.
Right?
Yeah,
So
they do that.
That's something to think about too.
Yeah, well, they had stuff going on in Toronto today, and my brother, I sent him. Was it your stream? Yeah, it was your stream, Rage.
Yeah,
I sent it to my brother, and he's like, "Well, where are they meeting in Toronto?" I said, "Go and watch the video I just gave you, bro."
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Yeah, it was on the 400 and the 401. There was 5 different locations they were showing, and it was just all the overpasses, all the ramps to the overpasses, everything, the side roads, the service roads were just full of people. Just full of people.
Hey, 1.5 million takes room.
Yep.
Why
So
are
it's
you so
gonna
angry,
be-
Jason?
Who said that? I wasn't.
Don't know. Ziffy. Why is he so angry?
Zippy said that because you're angry, Pepper. Why are you so angry?
Just the name.
Because he can't be here.
You know what? I
Just
was
kidding.
just mapping out Ottawa, and I'm like, it's only a 6-hour drive.
For you.
Yeah.
I know.
You know, somebody's got a plane that's even shorter.
There you
Well,
go.
yeah, that's why I was asking the question about trying to get there. It's like, how could I get there without, but if I have to
If you have connection on little planes, it's
I'll look up
not that far of a
I'll look
drive.
up the crossing right now.
Hey, that would be awesome.
Get
You
in
could
with the
come in our
trucker.
Jason. Jason,
they could smuggle me in. No.
Exactly.
we'll get you caught,
Oh,
man.
getting in, I don't think you'll have a problem getting in.
Yeah.
I don't think so. From where are you coming from?
New York.
Yeah, you go up
No,
through
I don't think-
Syracuse.
I think you could sneak many places. You're in shape. There's many places you could sneak in. There's
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
safe.
Pierre, we're live. You're telling him to
We'll
sneak
sneak
in.
in. We'll sneak in. Thank
No,
you,
but I mean,
5CR.
there is places. But do you have the thing?
No.
No,
Don't
say it. Don't say it, Pierre.
No, that's why I say I didn't say it.
He said, no, I don't have it.
No, you didn't, Jerry. You
No,
didn't.
don't. So that might be a problem though. Because of that, you might have to sneak. If you had that, you wouldn't have nothing to worry about. But you may want to look into the truckers coming. There's a lot of truckers coming from New York. One of them might be able to sneak you in.
Oh, maybe.
The other
Get
thing
in with one
You'd be
of them.
like a stowaway. Like
Yeah.
maybe, I don't know. You could be like,
Rolled up like a pretzel into a barrel.
well, just
Well,
dress
no, but
like
there's a
you
lot
need
of
a
truckers.
spam.
They go by. Some trucker that's got their license going back and forth. They just go by. They have a special tag. They just go by.
Well,
They
here's
don't even
another
have to
thing.
stop.
Jason, do you
Huh?
have a press pass?
A who?
Do you have a press pass?
No, I'm working on getting one now.
That'd be cool because
But-
that might be an in, right?
It could be.
But
It
isn't
could-
the U.S. You don't really need one. You just print yourself one.
No. You like here in New York.
First
You-
Amendment.
Yeah, you get a press pass because it allows you to get to certain areas around here without getting your balls.
Yeah,
broke.
but maybe it depends what state. But many states in the United States, your First Amendment gives you your First Amendment. I was in Florida for 20 years.
Okay.
I was Marine Corps. Your First Amendment gives you the right to be basically an independent journalist.
Right.
Basically,
Well, I
you can argue that in court.
Well, yeah. I
But
used the
if-
YouTube channel as that.
You could look into a temporary one for Ontario.
Could you?
Yeah.
No, but that's why I say here even in Canada, you can basically act as an independent journalist and sell your video afterwards. you don't really need a license per se from any place technically. It's all in the law, little bylaws you have to check, but most places you don't have to. Certain place will force you to have a city license type deal, but they can't stop you from getting it. They just you got to pay the money to get the licensing and stuff, and basically it's nothing. It's a journalist the words just escapes me, but basically private journalist. So,
right.
Interesting.
They can't stop you, basically.
Right, but unfortunately, this stupid liberal hellhole.
Yeah.
They got. I mean, you know what? In court, because no one ever gets brought down to court. But if I was brought down to court, it wouldn't be a big issue if I told them I was reporting something for my YouTube channel. They'd leave well enough alone. But there are little benefits with having them between here, New York, Connecticut, PA. There are little things that allow me, like a cop will be like, "Oh, you're a journalist," and he'll let me in. When I was a fireman, it was a little easier, right? I just showed my ID, and they're like, "Oh, okay, I'm not a fireman anymore." So
yeah. If you are thinking about it, Jason, looking into a temporary press pass for Ontario or Ottawa, it might help. I don't know anything about it, but even just to have something official, it could be
my ticket in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll look into it when we jump off of this.
Yeah, and Jason also has another channel. It's called The Angry Lensman, because he's also a photographer too, folks. So go and check that out if you're into that sort of thing. Thank you, Van City Prepper. Van City has a channel, and she's actually in Vancouver too.
Yeah.
So folks can go and check her out. Thank you so much. Yeah, do a convoy worldwide. Yeah, do the stuff.
Worldwide, yeah. And Angry, yeah, maybe do you know a trucker that is in the New York area that's coming?
Canada,
because you could be their photographer.
Yeah, no, I don't know any truckers. I haven't a clue. And tomorrow I'm busy in the morning, but I can work on everything else after I come back from that cop's funeral.
Yeah. Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. So the other guy made it through then, okay, eh? So
No.
far?
No.
No?
Both cops are dead.
Ah, shit.
Both?
Yeah.
Me, I tell you, that upsets me so much because, I hate to say it. I don't know what side you are. I think I have a good idea, but I call him bumbling Biden is making such a mess out of the United States. It's sad.
He absolutely is.
I was there 20 years and never I saw elections like I've seen it done at that last election. It was so obvious to me. I was upset. But it's amazing that he can get away with that. At one time or another, U.S. will wake up. Now people have to wake up.
Well, it's just funny. Like, I mean, with Biden, for example, look at his cognitive
spam truck.
Don't get me started with that.
You see what's going on.
Why did this spam truck? I agree. That's what one of them said. How did this spam truck? They'll never.
Such an idiot. It's amazing. I mean, I don't like to say, but to me, he's got to be just a little muppet behind the scene there. I mean, God tell me that he doesn't have the actual luggage with the codes, the nuclear codes. Access to that guy would probably tumble. Baby, what number?
Yeah.
But anyway, God, no, don't tell me that.
Sucks. And the spam truck thing was a good one, by the way.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah,
it was.
The what?
Oh boy! Don't bug Jason about spam, people.
Somebody been hiding in a spam truck. They'll never expect it.
Okay.
Exactly.
Van City put up the link to my other channel. I haven't changed the last part, but it's actually Northern Girl Avon now. So if I happen to not be able to stream from this channel, then you're gonna have to go and sub over to this channel because I'll be streaming from that. I did set up another Northern Girl Whoop
Oh,
Ass
did I?
channel, but I set it up under the wrong Google account. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Anyways, yes, I can edit videos, but when it comes to this stuff, it's mind-boggling. Thank you.
What is your take on 2000? Well, next elections of the senators, the next House.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, everybody's the conspiracy theories have their theory. I think that the House is going to be taken back by the Republicans. I think they're going to win it this time. I think everybody.
Walk across.
How many?
Sorry,
I think a good size majority. No.
Yeah, I think so. Listen, everybody's watching what's going on in the country, right? And though I hate to say it, the Republicans and conservatives have been really quiet. Some of them are speaking out, but not in the way they should be to get more people on their side. But there's so much hate between both parties. It'll be tough. It'll be a tough battle because
yeah, but can't the left see by now that a lot of the hate came from media and not real? Can't they see that they've been a little bit manipulated, been a little bit played with?
Some people can. Yes, some people do see it.
Because I mean, it's obvious to.
Yeah, it's super obvious, and a lot of people do see it. Some people are waking up. Some people are like, "Yo, what the hell?" Especially about everything that's going on. They're telling us to do this, but it's not working, right? So they're and people are waking up. You have the liberal celebrities now that are actually waking up. So it's a good thing, but I like to see what the end result's going to be in September.
Because I see majority Republican. If they could get to 60%, they'd have it made. I mean, they could pass anything they wanted to, and they could do what they wanted to. Let's put it. They could do what they wanted to with the my tongue is with the other party. I put it this way: that demonic, is why I normally say it. But anyway, that party that is creating problem, they could squish them, but yet they'd work with them. They would make them look foolish. I mean, they would actually they say we could squish you, but look, we'll see what you have to say. That would turn things around in the country, make other people realize, whoa, they're not that bad of a party if they're willing to do that.
Well,
we would have squished them, and they don't squish us. So,
well, you know what? I would have agreed with you on that, but there are people on the left that are so stupid that they would rather mass Americans get locked away for not doing a thing, right? So, and it doesn't matter what you say after you make that comment. After you look at the polls and you look at people actually want us to be in camps, you're like, it don't matter anymore. It doesn't matter what the conservatives or Republicans do to prove themselves. Right?
I saw that. I couldn't believe that the percentage of people voting to put people in camps. It's insane.
It was way higher than I thought. Right? So I was like, holy shit. I mean,
40-some%?
Yeah.
40%.
At first I was like, this is no way. And then I read 2 articles. I'm like, holy shit, I'm living in a Nazi Germany now,
I said hi Hitler and got punished. I mean,
Pierre, keep her clean. I'm gonna give you the bill. You crazy Frenchman.
We can't even say something.
Crazy French fucker.
I have to tell you. I will show you. Remind me to show you. I just got a strike for saying something totally fine. I'll show you.
No, not here. No,
not here. in private.
Not
But
Pierre.
I mean, it
Not
says
online,
this.
Pierre.
I bet you right now in front
Muting.
of 3 or 4
I'm
other
muting
people
you.
that you won't believe it. All right, I bet you that you will not believe
Tape
your
him.
eyes. How come? It's stupid. I
I'll
mean, there's
tape
not
him.
a word there that's
We know,
controversial
Pierre.
or out of place.
Okay.
You'll see. You'll
Well,
I
see.
know. We
That's why I
know.
couldn't believe it. I want to. Anyway. We'll
I
see.
got a channel. I got a video demonetized, and they were saying it didn't meet their community guidelines, and they said something about violence. And I looked back on the video, and I'm like, there was no violence. There was no pictures. There was no talk of it. So I told the guy, I'm like, there's no violence in it. What are you talking about? They're like, well, that's what they said. I'm like, I don't give a shit what they said. There's no violence on it. So anyway, I went back and forth with the guy for like 2-3 days, and I just gave up. I'm like, and then I looked at my intro, and I'm like, it was a scene of a cop like tackling a kid who was stealing something when they had the free throw in 2020, right?
Yeah.
Right. So it was. I mean, it was a split second, and I'm like, is that what they're hanging their hat on? But I'm like, no, because my other videos that I challenged got clear. So whoever's sitting in YouTube, they must have like 500 people with 500 different
bots.
Right. They're all sitting there saying, oh, we'll pass this one, not that one. We'll pass this one for violence, but there's no violence in it. But he looks angry, so fuck it. Let's just,
They should have the fun to battle against these guys. It's incredible.
Correct, Jake,
but
and thank you.
I got banned for saying
Hey,
and that's a year and a half ago.
Pierre.
No,
Let me
it's not even about that. It's not even about that. It's not even about that. It's there was this girl, okay, that had a TikTok, and she was threatening people with a knife. Actually threatening people with a knife.
I will be threatening you with a knife
She doesn't
tomorrow.
get banned or nothing. Sorry. What? Sorry. But anyway.
Oh my God, he's like Andy Kalai.
Okay, I should have. Sorry. But I mean, she was nuts. She was nuts. And I got the one that got tagged for saying that she was nuts. She threatened my life. For saying what? All lives matter. I said, all lives matter.
Okay.
I get banned. She wants to kill me live.
You know what matters now? Freedom.
Yeah.
And this convoy.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Beyond.
Just showing how crazy they are.
Send me an email, please, Beyond.
Yeah, big time. They are psychopaths. Definitely. All right. 9:30. Listen, guys.
Okay, so back to the convoy.
I got to get to packing. I got a busy day tomorrow, and I got to pack for hopefully the snowstorm hits at full, steam ahead. I got my fingers crossed.
Maybe the trip to Ottawa? Maybe.
If I could find the trucker going up there and hide in one. Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be fun.
I don't know.
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah. All right, guys. But anyway, thank you for having me tonight. I appreciate it.
Everyone go and sub to Angry Prepper.
Cheers.
Yes.
Nice talking.
Thank you, Jason.
Yeah, that was fun.
Right on.
Yeah.
Good.
Much respect.
Hey, I'll text you in a little bit.
Cool.
Thank you, Grayson Grit. Straight out of compliance.
That's a good name. That's a really good name. So yeah, I'm looking for the Epoch Times article that Allison talked about in chat. They're talking about it, and I've got two other stories up, both talking about Elon Musk is actually supporting this whole thing, and I guess it's really causing people to squeeze their drawers. So,
well, at least it's money.
Yeah.
Put it this way.
No, snowballs is breakfast, not snowflakes.
Oh, you're giggity tonight, aren't you?
Oh, I should have had the carrot cake. I would have been worse.
Oh, geez. Yeah. Oh no. Don't take that on the trip.
No. You won't find me if I take that.
Holy moly. Yeah, that's some funny carrot cake that she might have possession of over there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It was a special carrot cakes, like we call it.
Yeah, very special, Pierre. Very special.
Okay, I get it. Never mind.
Thank you, mods. Thank you for plugging links. I'm missing so much chat, I guess. Yeah, eventually I'm going to have to learn how to do the slow chat and stuff. I'm learning that the channel has grown rapidly. And so I appreciate everyone being here.
Good for you.
I really look forward to getting back to my usual Northern Girl hobby stuff. But the freedom stuff has to come first right now. For everyone.
Amen.
It's important. It should be important for everyone. It's going to get more important and more important for more people, because when they see how many people now they're being told by, I won't.
Don't
media. I'll put it this way, and they're being told a certain narrative that they're going to find is not the case when they see how many people ends up saying hello to Ottawa. So now Mr. Trudeau's trying to say, oh, no, it's only a little percentage people. Yet it's a lot more is going to be coming. He's trying to say, oh, it's only a little bit of the trucker there. It's only the unvaxxed.
Yeah, he's looking at just the outcome coming. He's not looking at the supporters behind that. And the supporters outnumber the convoy.
And if they're growing. It looks like every city they go by, they bring people with them as they go by. It's growing and growing and growing and growing. So it's not finished growing. Not till they're here, and even after they're here, there's probably going to be more people that comes because of the backlog of everybody that's in the city. So Ottawa's better get ready for
GTP. You don't have a ranch, man?
I'm curious what is, I see that what is that? We'll talk. I'm curious.
No, I can't find the comments. So if Maud can go back, I'm trying to look and see.
You know, I just thought something.
Yeah. Something about.
You know what? There's enough YouTubers going to this thing. Canadian YouTubers, probably some Americans too, etc. How difficult would it be to set up something where a bunch of you get together and have speakers, and you all have 20 minutes on the.
Oh, I see where you're going at. Yeah, that'd be interesting. That's an interesting thing. If we get jammed up somewhere else,
if you can't get into the main one, do something like you know what I mean, like.
Yeah,
if we get locked out of going in as far as we would like, yeah, that'd be a good idea in a way. I'm not saying talk for myself,
but
for
we
you
are
guys.
coming in. When we come in, me and Jen, like when we come in from North Bay and Arnprior and all that, we are actually coming in with Pat King and Canada Unity, James Bowder and Sandra Bowder.
So you got to be.
These are major speakers, especially Canada Unity, James Bowder and Sandra are Canada Unity organizers, and so these are like main guys that have going through a lot. So we are definitely going to get to the Parliament Hill.
Okay,
that's one thing we will be definitely getting to that area. It's the worry is us getting from that area to our hotel. So
when you wouldn't you be able to get? Wouldn't you be able to get passes somehow from the guys from Pat and his team?
Well, this is something that we shouldn't be discussing right now. Could be a backstage talk or something.
I keep forgetting that we're on.
Yeah,
I think that we're only.
No, it's not just us.
I keep forgetting that. I should spot. Well, no, I'll get rid of that, so I'll see better. But I should spot the little red sign there. I don't know if you guys got it, but anyway.
Yeah, we've been live for an hour and 38 minutes. I'm gonna have to shut it down soon because I have more packing to do.
I'm not sure what all I have to bring. I've got a bunch of food I was bringing. I don't know. I was expecting like peanuts and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, I
love the little packages that you put into the pack sack. By the way, that you put into the
ones in the Mylar bags. Yeah, snacks.
Yeah,
snack bags.
I love how you Do you want me to show them here on how it was done? Because the bag is just right there, so I can grab one.
You can show people if you want.
Okay, so we'll just
And then
show.
there's like a little tiny stove too in the bottom of your bag. Don't take that out, Gidget, because I only have my little rocket stove, and we're gonna need branches and stuff for that.
So there's a what at the bottom of my bag?
Yeah, right.
What do you mean by rocket stove? One little one thing stove?
Like I have a flat pancake rocket stove that I use for like when we go fishing and camping and stuff.
Okay.
But she's got the sterno can one in the bottom of her bag.
Okay, so in the top of the bag, anyhow, so in the top of the bag, so what Jen put was, you know, your little snackers and all that. So they're in like a back sealed, you know, like fresh. So it'll keep it fresh for a while. So like little snack bags, and it has a little Ziploc. Once you open it, and then it, you know, you can seal it. It'll stay fresh for a while. You also put in like a little first aid thing. Sorry, I'm just trying to get to the other bag part, as I put some other stuff in there as well too. So at the bottom zipper, you said that there's a what? Oh, here we go.
Little sterno stove.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it is so there we go. Okay, so I'll just open it up, just so that you guys can see it. It's like a little heater stove. So it's got the little rods.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, little rods.
Yeah, so
you
we'll
put a little
yeah.
can in there, like you put like a little can in there.
No,
yeah,
it's
well,
got the fuel source right in there. So
Yeah,
we'll
it's
have
like a little
alternative ways to
type
cook.
deal. It used to be a little gel type can, or can with gel in it, I should say.
Yeah, it's got the little rods that you can
Exactly. He's got it.
put your pots on. So which is kind of nice. So yeah.
But I don't know if we'll be able or allowed, depending on where we're at, to make actual campfire, or will there be a bonfire?
This is really like you just put a pot of water, whatever, cook some noodles, whatever. It's good for
just for fun. I'm talking
right?
for fun, little bonfire. It warms you up, and
I really love the fact that you put that in there. That is common little tricks for like quick stops, and if you're not close to like a chip truck or things like that, you don't want to spend that extra money. But you got like a package of noodles, and you bring a pot with you, and you can cook it up. Then you have this other package here.
me, I don't think it's going to be cooking that's going to be the problem, because I think there'll be enough people all over the place to be helped for that. It's going to be just having the thing in that, let's just say the kitchenware and the food, the rest of how to cook it. I think we'll be surprised how much people there'll be there with helping with all that. The way I've seen with Pat's trip going on all over the place.
Okay, remember we're still live here, folks. We're still live here.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna shut it down soon. Somebody had a question. YouTube channel for me near Idaho. If you go to Magic Prepper, okay, and if you go to the links in his videos, you will find his Discord server. And he has stuff organized, I want to say, by state, the same as Gray Man Prepping. If you're looking for your particular states. So Discord. You can also go to my Discord and then link up with other people from there as well. But
yeah, I'm putting a couple links in for her now. I saw that. So
okay, thank you. All right. So an hour and 45 minutes in. We could do backstage for like 10 or 15 minutes, unless Rach has
10 or
stuff to do.
10 or 15, and I gotta hit the sack.
Get ready.
I gotta be up early. I got a bunch of food from the Massey ladies that are meeting up with me in Stewart's general store in Webwood tomorrow morning at 7:30 in the morning. So I got to get up at 6, have my coffee, get my car started, and get over there to pick up that food. So yeah, so there is food from Massey motel lady and a bunch of other ladies from there that have made up a bunch of food for the convoys.
Yeah,
So
huge amount of support going to the truckers. So this is phenomenal, folks.
Yep. Yep. Great.
Right on, cashews. Thank you.
Congratulations to all
Sweet.
involved.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Hector, you're funny.
Goes too fast for me, but I'll try.
Honey Badgers. Honey Badgers has a channel too. They are also Canadian. So folks can go and check out Honey Badgers.
23 hours from Ottawa.
Yeah, that's a little bit
Yeah.
far, especially when you have a homestead, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, panel, for being here. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to everyone who's donated money for our trip. And yeah, do the stuff. Be by the road if you can go and honk and wave and have your flags and do whatever
exactly.
you can.
It's the one time.
Just
It's
even be
once in a lifetime.
be social media warriors right now. Get this stuff out if
Exactly.
you're on media. Just share the shit out of everything and do it that way if that's the way you need to do it.
Can I
Yeah,
say
you
one
can't be
one
out
little
there.
thing?
Yeah. So thank you,
I
everyone. We're going to end the broadcast and we
Can
will
I
see
say
you.
one little thing before?
Okay.
People, it's gonna be basically a lot of people in Ottawa. Maybe people should just go ahead and take a couple days off, 3 days off, and get together with everybody else rather than try to go work or whatever and have a problem getting there or whatever. Might as well take a few days off. Enjoy.
Yeah, do the stuff now, people. We
Yeah,
need
do
to.
the stuff now. It's a once in a lifetime event. It won't be for a long time again.
That's right. That's right.
Enjoy the weekend. Stay tuned.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you all. And
Take
we'll be
care.
backstage for like 10 minutes or Rage, you go on.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. Good night, everyone. And we'll see you tomorrow
night.
when we broadcast live.
Cheers.
Cheers.